Eddie and Ralph, your live help and solution center for YouTube and related tech. Please come in and enjoy the demonstration. Ask any questions you have about the demonstration or any tech-related question. We are here to help you and do this to help you. No question is dumb, and we will do what we can to keep it simple. Thank you. We will be starting soon. Hoorah, everybody. Thanks for coming in. It is Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph. I'm in the kennel, and Ralph's wherever he is on the beach somewhere, I guess.
Yeah, I'm hanging out in my man cave.
I'm wearing my Air Force shirt in support of Ralph.
I saw that earlier. I was going to say something.
Not because I want to, but
yeah, it's the only clean shirt you had, right? Yeah.
Well, I did take a shower. We have Badass Thing in the house, Belt Loop 29 Cute Critters, Devil Dogs Keeper, Homestead in the Wood with D, JLM, Maciel Family Adventure, Najuma Brown, Our Treasured Home, Peaceful Des, Rebecca Touched by Yarn, and Doris the Cat. And so I would like to thank everyone for coming in. Now, guys, just to let you know, I got to do a couple things here real quick. But for those of y'all that ask some very significant questions tonight and participate in stuff, may have something special. There we go. And Ralph, if you could and let everybody know what you're going to do tonight and everything. And I got to take care of a couple things. For one, I got to get rid of that daggum heart.
Yeah, sure. First off, I'd like to say hi to everybody. Welcome in. Tonight, we're going to do something kind of easy. We're going to go over scene transitions in OBS. So in OBS, you can have different scenes for doing different things. Like you can have an opening scene, and then you can have your scene where you're talking to people on a live, and then you can have like a be right back or an intermission screen or something like that. And normally when you just bring up OBS, it just defaults to having a fade between when you change scenes, of having a fade in between instead of a cut. There's many built-in scene transitions, and it's a little, I won't say it's odd, it's just a little different in how you add them, and that when you add them, you think you add it and you're done. Well, you can add multiple copies of the same transition, and I'll show you that in a little while, but it sounds complicated, but it's really not. But it can kind of enhance. So, like, if I was to go from that scene to this scene, you get that little burst. And this is one that is built in. So that's what scene transitions are. I just went through 3 different scenes there. So you can change it. You can in the OBS. I'll get into this when we get into it. There's one when you set it, it's one default, but you can override that per scene. But anyway, I'll show you how to do that. I'm getting ahead of myself as usual. But other than that, I hope everybody had a good Halloween, had fun. Hope everybody got lots of candy that wanted lots of candy. You're muted, Eddie.
Okay.
No, you're not.
I think I got everything done except for I need to do a redirect to Gary's channel. I got to figure out how to get there, and I got to go to Gary's channel first, see if he scheduled himself.
I don't know. I didn't look.
29.
But going over this won't take very long. It's not super in depth. So then if anybody wants to come up on panel and ask a question or put a question in chat, please do it. We're here to answer questions and help out. Tonight, it does not have to be about OBS transitions. It can be about anything you want to ask about, whether it's editing, and again, doesn't have to be DaVinci or CapCut, just stuff in general, just general questions about PCs being online. If I don't know, I'm sure Eddie does. Eddie knows more of the online side of it than I do. I know more of the PC and the software side of it. So that's why we kind of make a good team. We kind of balance out each other. So.
Hey, TJ Homestead, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I just seen that, Gary. I seen you didn't have anything scheduled, so I can't do a redirect to your live if you ain't even got it scheduled, bruh. But anyways, do we have any questions so far? Glad to see everybody in here. There we go. Camera was a little bit off. I come in here today, my camera's pointed down. I don't know if it's because I had Gracie, and showing her on camera or what. Okay.
Yeah, I have to be real careful if I'm running new cables behind my monitor because I'm always knocking my camera out of alignment. And I'm pointed and aligned on my green screen, so when it moves, it throws all my OBS scenes off.
I don't see it scheduled yet, Gary. Well, it's not coming up on the... There it is.
I was going to say, give it a second. Sometimes things are slow.
I just got to figure out deals.
Your voice mod's on.
Is it? I don't know why. It's not showing it on.
Or something's wacky.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if everybody else is hearing it, but I'm hearing it.
Hello.
No, you're good.
It wasn't on. I don't know. Wait.
I hadn't done anything either.
Hold on. Sounded like it was on, but I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I think I'm hearing you normal now.
Okay. Okay, I just gotta find this redirect thing. Go back.
You want while you're doing that, do you want me to go ahead and we'll do this backwards and do the tutorial first? And
Yeah,
then
well, yeah, tutorial should be first.
it don't matter. I'm
You
easy.
go ahead and do the tutorial while I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay. So let me jump over here and bring this up and make him big. Okay, so this is OBS over on the computer behind me. And I've just got 3 scenes here. So this would be like a countdown screen. And then I just created this to be a live scene. And then just a be right back. And you can see it's just your standard fade. This is where you set your scene transitions over here. Sorry, I'm looking over here. That's where my screen is. So you have your standard fade. So cut is just that, just boom, right to it. Fade slowly moves over. Fade, you can change how long the actual transition is. Standard is 300 milliseconds. So one second would be 1,000 milliseconds. And those are the 2 that come standard when you first install OBS. And it just like, okay, why do I only have 2? So if you come down here to this little plus button, you can add. You have swipe, slide, stinger. I'm not going to get into stingers tonight because it requires extra files. It's actually a little video file that moves between the 2 scenes. It's a little more complicated. Actually, OBS does not come with any built into it. It just has the ability to do it, and that's what this is. Fade to color, which is one I don't usually use, and then Luma Wipe. This Luma Wipe is where there are a lot of really nice effects. The burst that I showed you a few seconds ago, that's inside the Luma Wipe. But we'll start up here at the swipe. So we'll just pick swipe. And I'm going to call this one swipe 1, because you can add more than 1 instance of each transition. So, and you'll see this when I get into the properties. On this swipe, I can have the swipe go up, down, left, or right. So if I wanted to, I could call this, instead of what swipe 1, I could call it swipe left. And I'll say, okay. And you see in the direction here, it's left. So I can go right, up, or down. So I'll just leave this one as left. And I can kind of preview what it's going to look like. That's what it's going to do. So if I say okay, now you see I'm swipe left, and I can change how long it takes with this. 300 is pretty slow. I'm going to change this to 1,000 if I could type, so that it's 1 second. It's a little bit slower. So now when I go, we have a swipe. So you're swiping like the live scene. I'm swiping off the top, and the countdown scene is below it. That's what swipe is. So if I wanted to add a swipe right, I can go ahead and add another one. We'll call him swipe right. Same thing. Just make him go right. You can have it go backwards too. So either way. So that's swipe right. So now it just goes the other way. Up, down, same thing. But you can see I'm adding a swipe, but I'm adding another instance. So now if I want to pick a different one, I have my swipe and I have my swipe right. So you're adding to your list. You're just creating another instance with different properties. So same thing with the slide. We'll call this one slide. I think these are left and rights also. Yep. So preview. So this one, instead of sliding off the top, it pushes it basically. Slide left. just different kinds. Oops. Wrong button. So now I'm not going to do the fade to color. I never really had much luck with this one. I don't need it. I don't use it. So I'm not going to talk to you about it. Okay. The Luma wipe. If you're going to make a Luma wipe, make sure you give it a name, because when you get in here, you'll see there's a whole lot of different selections you can do. So I'm going to call this, what am I going to make you? I think it's Burst is the one I had before. So same type of thing. So this drop down right here, you have all these built-in scene transitions. So this is the Burst. And the softness is how soft the edges of the actual graphic of the transition is. So that's the Burst. So now if I do it, boom, I have my Burst. And there's quite a few in here. Let's add one more. What's another good one? I'm just going to call this one too. And you can always rename these also. Oh, your basic clock transition. So you can do stuff like this. So that's basically scene transitions. Like I said, it's pretty simple stuff. So if I wanted to rename this one, I could just go in here, rename it. I think you can hit F2 here to rename it. Nope. Got to rename it from down here. And also you can get to the properties of it if you want to change it. Whatever. But that's how scene transitions work. Now this right here, this scene transitions right here, this is global. This is for every scene. So it doesn't change per scene. You can do that. All you do is over here on your scene is you right click on it, transition override, and let's say this one I want to be swipe left instead of the Luma Wipe 2. So if I do that, that one does clock. That one does swipe because I told it to override what the global was. Now that one's back there. And you can set each one of these. That's basically how you do OBS scene transitions. There are some plugins that will allow you to do like tables of overrides. So from, tos, stuff like that. It's literally called a transition table if you're familiar with doing plugins. That's the one that I use. I can set up different things with that. But like I said, I wasn't going to talk about plugins tonight for this. But that is basically how you do OBS scene transitions. And like I said, you can get into stingers and stuff like that. But like I said, you need video files for that. There are some good places to get some free ones that work pretty well. Let me see if I can find these real quick. I will pop these in the chat. That is one of them. Back. Now these are at the Elgato Marketplace. They used to be on a different site, but they've moved it to here. I think to download these, you have to sign up for the Elgato Marketplace, but it's free. And these are free transitions. So, and there are plenty of places to get free transitions. But just again, be careful with downloading stuff. Make sure you're getting actual stuff that you can use. These I know are free. They even say they're free. Elgato Marketplace is done by Elgato, the Elgato company, which does Stream Decks and Waves microphones. Part of Corsair company that does all kinds of peripherals, memory, all kinds of stuff. They make very good equipment. They make expensive equipment, but their equipment's very good. It's very, very well made. Cheap plug. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form. I just use a lot of their equipment. I have been for a long time. But that is basically how you do that.
Gary was making a
Back in
comment.
voice mod.
I don't know why he's doing that. How am I in voice mod? I don't know.
Okay, it's gone.
I gotta turn voice changer on and then off for it to freaking turn off, and it's not even on in the first place. It's saying, I don't know
Voice
what's
mod
going on with
is a cool program, but it is a pain in the neck as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It does some weird stuff sometimes.
Uh,
Excuse me. I had chili for dinner and it's talking back.
okay, let's do this in case it turns back on. They got some new ones on here.
Yeah, they switch them up every month or so. Ouch.
Is it on or is it my regular voice?
No, you're good now.
Okay. Hey, Xander. Hey, Peace Dragon. Thank you all for coming in. Okay, now, are there any questions about what Ralph showed you or about anything else tech-wise? Stream Elements. Hello to all. Is that yours, Ralph? That Stream Elements?
Oh, it might be not Stream Elements. It may be. No, I don't have.
Well, Stream Elements is in here saying hello to all. On the YouTube side.
It might be. I haven't been on my Stream Elements thing.
Well, my voice mod's turning on in your stream.
I go look at all this stuff and check it out. It could very well be. But why has it never come up before?
I don't know, but it's kind of cool. Because my voice mod came on and your Stream Elements came on.
Oh, that's too strange. Now, you logged into Stream Elements at one time point too.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
I don't know.
Because I don't ever use it. Now there's mine. Hey, Traveler Merton and Sue, thanks for coming in. They want to know, hello, Gary. Are you and Nikki getting excited about the new baby? I'm looking for any questions so far. We have 20 people in here, and y'all can ask any tech questions whatsoever. That's what we are here for.
Yeah, pick something simple tonight and try to not dominate the whole hour and a half.
Gary says we are, though Nikki is acting like she hasn't heard anything about it because Gracie's pregnant. And so I have 2 puppies that are sold already. One from Gary, he's getting a second one, and the second one from Merton and Sue. And Gracie wanted to be in here tonight, but I know her, and she will start raising a ruckus whenever she feels like it and wants to go out and stuff. But we do got a new puppy. Gary says I get pick of the litter. Now he's rubbing it in Merton and Sue's face. Hey, Phil Peterson Farms of Nashville. How you doing? Oh, he does have a question. He says, "What do you use for storage, Ralph?"
Okay. I have kind of a high-end PC because I'm a PC nut and it's my hobby and that's what I spend all my money on. So my C drive is a 1 terabyte M.2 NVMe. And then I have a data drive that is a 2 gigabyte or 2 terabyte. Yeah, 2 gigabyte, 2 terabyte M.2 NVMe. And then I have a couple different other various drives. I have just a regular 2.5-inch SSD that's just a dump drive, project drive. And then I have a couple other M.2. I think they're 1 terabyte. I just have a bunch of drives, so I just throw them in there and it just gives me storage. But all of my, I run all of my C drive. Okay, let me go back. Let me tell you how I set my PCs up. When I set a PC up, I set up 1 drive. I always install 2 drives, whether it's a hard drive, SSD, or whatever. 1 drive gets my operating system and all my programs. All my data, like my documents, pictures, videos, stuff like all your standard storage spots, I move those over to a D drive. It's very easy to do. It just takes a couple of minutes when you install Windows just to go change the location of them. The reason that I do this is if something happens to my C drive, whether Windows gets corrupted, the drive dies, or whatever, all I'm losing is my operating system and whatever programs I have installed on there. Might lose a little bit of data. All of my data, my videos, my pictures, all the videos that I've downloaded from my GoPro and my phone, all that stuff is on the D drive. It's on a physical separate drive from my operating system and my programs. That way, when I go replace my C drive, all I do is reinstall Windows, reinstall all my programs, point everything back to my D drive. My data is safe. Plus, I've lost drives. I've lost so much data in my lifetime, it's not funny. So I'm a little bit crazy about this. I have a separate PC that I use as a NAS I use as offline storage. Every night, anything new that gets created on my PC gets copied over to that NAS. And it actually gets copied into 2 different pools on that NAS, if you know how NAS works. So there's 2 spinning copies over there. And there's a copy here, and usually there's more than 1 copy of everything here. So I'm a little bit crazy about my data because I spend a lot of time putting all this stuff together and I don't feel like losing it. But anyway, so there's a method to my madness on why I do this. Again, the C and D drive is just to protect myself from an operating system failure or a program failure. If something happens to that C drive, all my data is on my other physical drive. I haven't lost it. Again, I used to work in a data center. Running backups was a huge part of what we did to make sure that you didn't lose anything. I worked for a giant insurance company, so your data was protected 10 ways to Sunday, believe me. It may have taken us a couple of days to get it back, but it was there somewhere. But anyway, so I kind of, have that philosophy just in the way I do things. But like I said, I've lost drives. My sister's lost drives, and we cussed for years because we lost pictures and stuff that was dear to us. So when you have a data failure, you learn real quick. Back up, second copies, third copies, fourth copies, however paranoid you want to be. You can run that on a separate drive inside your computer. You can run it on, you can copy all your data off onto an external USB drive. If you have an old computer sitting around, you can create a NAS with it. My NAS is nothing but an old computer that I run TrueNAS on. Free software. I just bought some drives and dumped it in there. So there's ways to do this without getting crazy. Sorry, I'm reading this comment.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, I would like to say hello to Simon, quiet listener, Nicole Ruiz. And there was somebody else who they were up top. Peace Dragon, thank you for coming in. Don't work too hard. And quiet listener, Victoria, I think I said that. And Ronald. Ronald Dukenblack. And I think that's it. I think I got everybody. Hope I got everybody. Sorry if I missed you. And Phil, I do have a C drive. I have a D drive that I back up my C drive to, and then I have an external. I think it's a 2 or 3 terabyte hard drive that I store stuff to keep it off the C. My C drive's filled up again. Yeah.
Well,
I got to go through and.
What Peterson Farms is saying is absolutely 100% true. When you start working with video, you will start filling drives up like crazy. This is where having a NAS really helps. You can spend a lot of money setting up a NAS. I literally am using an old PC. TrueNAS does not take a lot to run on. I did spend a little money on buying some drives for it, but and then I had some other just 2 terabyte slow drives, spinning drives laying around there, and they're all spinners in that. The thing about if you're going to create a NAS, you're basically going to use it for backup, or like you can put music on it that you can access through the whole house if there's other computers in the house, or you're on your laptop somewhere else, whatever. There's other things that you can do with it other than just storage. But again, it's a dumping ground, so it doesn't have to be fast storage. If you're editing video on your PC, you want those files that you're working with to be on the fastest drive you can, which right now is an M.2 NVMe drive. Fastest transfer rates right now. If you have then there's different speeds of those, so that you can do a lot of layers of complication with some of this stuff. But the thing with a NAS is what you do is you put, like mine, I have a 4 terabyte. There's actually 2 terabytes in a RAID setup where one of them is a spare. So it's 4 terabytes with 2 spares. So if one of the drives goes bad, it automatically spares out to one of the others. And this is all done in the software. You don't have to set this up or anything. The other one is 4 terabyte spinning drives. So it's 16 terabytes. And it's a pool. So that 16 terabytes can be set up. It can be used as one giant pool. But I have my NAS set up so that everybody in the house that has a computer, which is everybody, can use this as a backup. And it's not allocated that I get 2 terabytes, John gets 2 terabytes, Chris gets 2 terabytes. It's a 16 terabyte pool. And if I need 10 terabytes of it and my wife doesn't need any, then we're good. So it's a pool of data that anybody can use any amount of, as long as you don't go over the total amount that's there. So but it gives you that offsite storage. Okay, so when I create a video, I pulled all my video files off of my GoPro, phone, whatever, gone into DaVinci, created my video. A lot of times you have a lot of video that's just garbage that you don't need. Usually I trash that stuff. I don't try to keep it, because if you think about it, how many times have you ever gone back and looked at that stuff? The only video that I keep are the ones that I actually put in my final video.
Hey, Chris and Larry, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that.
If you need to stop me. Got to get on a roll. So we're talking about this because it'll kind of help you get a little bit organized with your video files if you understand what's going on. So I just keep, like, if I have 5 videos that I've shot and I only use 2 of them in my actual video that I put out on YouTube or wherever it's going, those are the only videos I keep. I might keep the others on my PC for a while, but then after a while, I'll go get rid of them. So I keep I have one of my drives is called video projects. Each video project, like each one of my tutorials, if you look at my channel, each one of my tutorials has a directory on that drive for that tutorial. Within that directory is another directory called raw footage. And that's where I put the stuff that goes from my project in there. If I have any other special files, it goes in that directory. When I create my thumbnail, I put it in that directory so that all of my stuff that just is associated with that project is in that directory. I'll keep those for a while on my local PC. Then after a while, they get copied off onto my NAS. Because most of the time, once you create your project and finish it and render it out, you very rarely go back in and use it again. But it sure would be nice every once in a while if you wanted to go back and change something or add something to it or whatever. But video creates huge files and storage is a problem. I understand that it creates huge files. And most laptops, when you buy a laptop, unless it's a gaming laptop, and even most gaming laptops don't come with a lot of storage already installed on them. So the USB drives are great, but again, unless you get a huge one, you're going to fill that up pretty quick. 2 like you said, you had 3 terabytes of storage, and that's larger than a 2 terabyte drive. So you got two drives right there, and you can only see it going up. So yes, it's a problem. And then even if you go with cloud storage, you're going to blow that out after a while too. You're going to end up paying for it.
Yeah, I plan on, I'm planning on upgrading my computer, more, but it just takes time and money.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have stuff that's near and dear to you, please make sure you have multiple copies of it.
Chris and Larry said I have 6 12 terabyte drives with memories.
Yep.
As I don't know if you read their previous comment, they say I keep all of my videos in backup only because when I had a son pass away, we have a ton of videos of him.
Absolutely. And that is stuff that is stuff that's irreplaceable. That is the type of stuff that you may want to look at having somebody store that in a secure site for you. Just to give you an idea what companies do, the insurance company that I worked for, we had a spinning copy of your data. Okay, like all your stuff sitting there spinning on our DASD, on our disk units, giant disk arrays all throughout the building. A copy. There was a B copy spinning in the building. There was a C and a D copy that was spinning in another building on the other side of the country. And there was a tape backup that was kept on site. And at one point, there was a tape backup that was sent off site. This is, every night there were backups run. Every weekend there were backups run. Every month there were backups run. Like I said, it may have taken us a bit to get some of it back, but we didn't lose your data. We didn't lose emails. We were required to keep emails for a very long time. Let me put it that way. So it may take a while to find it, but if you send an email to somebody and there was some litigation that came up about it, and you said this, and you sent it an email, they could find it, no matter how old it was, pretty much. So,
well, guys, because Radio Jonesy said you're the man, Ralph. Because we do the first Saturday of the month Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph. I just added a new Nightbot command, and it is to drop your link. If you would type tech in the chat, Nightbot will drop your link.
Yeah, like I said earlier, computers are not just what I did. It's my hobby too. Like some people work on cars, some people work on RC cars, some people work on trains and stuff like that. I work and play with computers. So that's why I'm very comfortable. Plus, like I said, I worked in it for 40 something odd years. So it's second nature to me. And I've been around the stuff. I've seen stuff happen that just doesn't make sense. We used to have a saying at work that something would happen, be no explanation. It was flipping magic, but we had another F word that we used. So, and sometimes things would just happen and just make absolutely no sense. And
Guys,
then you would have people in New York with a backhoe tear up your main communication line in the middle of the night. That was a fun one.
I wished I had a backhoe. Guys, if you see that, Chris and Larry, if you are not connected to them, they are, and actually they're the only, no, I got two shirts. I got the first shirt I ever got was from Chris and Larry Homestead. And then I have an MT Homestead shirt. So I don't even have my own Devil Dog shirt yet. I mean, I got to get my wife to make it. Phil said, love your passion. But guys, check out Chris and Larry. If you're not connected to them, go to that link, check them out, support them. They're great people.
Yeah, that's why I say I get on a roll. I am kind of passionate about this. If you get me talking about soccer, I'm on getting worse. So that's why I'm usually quiet, because when I get into stuff, I tend to not shut up. So that's why I tend to be quiet. Like I said, if you get me talking about things that I really, really like and I'm very passionate about, yeah, it comes out.
No, why would I want you to do it sideways, Jamie? Hold on. It should be like this. That should wrap. And hold on a minute. Me and Ralph's going into the basement real quick so I can show Jamie. It should be like that. What do you mean sideways? Why would I want it sideways? What do we do? What are you doing, Ralph? What's going on? I guess I shared the wrong screen.
Yeah, I think you did.
I mean, raise the wrong screen up. See, it should be like that. Dude, wait. Yeah. I don't get it.
What?
Dude, who's sideways? Who are you talking to, Jamie? Like I did the cup. I don't know exactly what she's talking about.
Me either.
Oh well.
Oh well. Maybe you missed something earlier. I don't know.
I guess I did.
Could be.
I don't see I missed anything. Good, Nicole. Thanks for coming in. Does anybody else have any? No, hold on, Ralph. Does anyone else have any other questions? I will be right back after these short messages.
I guess he's going to find out what the sideways is all about. No, like I said, I do get wound up about computers and stuff because it's something I'm really good with, and it's something that really doesn't have to be that daunting and afraid, especially if you have somebody that can kind of point you along the way. Which, like I said, if you guys ever have any questions about like building PCs, any kind of questions at all, I've been building PCs since 286 days, so. Long time, since about the beginning. So actually one of the guys that I worked with, he has an old IBM XT. So like that's the very first PC, home PC ever made. It still runs. As far as I know, it still runs. But it's so funny to, there's a game that we used to play on it that he still plays every once in a while. But it's ancient. So yeah, I've been around this stuff for a long time. I've been building PCs of all, cheap PCs, expensive PCs. Like I said, my PC is high end. I have an AM5 system. It's a 7950X, 64 gig of memory. I mean, it's a high end, but like I said, that's what I spend my money on is my PC. So some people spend money on cars.
All right, I found out what she was talking about.
When
I said I don't even have my own shirt, she said, "Do you want me to make it sideways?" Talking about like she did a cup earlier, and then she come to me and said, "I don't know if I should be doing this this sublimation and stuff because what she did is wait." What she did, she made a cup earlier. Okay. She made a Devil Dog cup. All right. As y'all can see, it has my dog, and on the dog tags, it says Devil Dog. But then on the other side, she actually did the logo sideways instead of right side up. And this
you know why she did that, right? You know why she did that? She wants to see you spill your coffee in your lap.
I guess so. If you have it full and try to read it. But she sent a short video to DJ, and DJ started rolling. Oh my God. See, she snuck in here when I came back in here, and now she's barking. That is Gracie. And so anyways, that was, I was going to have my own mug, I guess, but, hey, at least if you hang it on a cup hook.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
But that's the cup. So anyways. Anyways, that's that. So Ralph,
Yep.
It's almost 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, hey Fluffy, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Does anyone else have any other questions? If not, Jamie opened the door and said, "Come on, Gracie, come get a treat." She ran out. Oh, well, I don't need those then. So anyways, does anyone have any other tech questions that you would like to ask? We'll be wrapping the tech session up in about 13 minutes if nobody else has any questions. And so it's kind of like Rebecca's shirt. It's going to be a unique one of a kind.
One off.
But it's kind of cool. Well, you can always rewatch, Fluffy. You got any questions for Ralph?
Yeah. Ask away. And another thing, guys, if you ask a question and I don't know the answer, I will not try to BS you. I will tell you I don't know. But then I'll probably go try to find out. But believe me, there's no reason for me to BS you guys about any of the stuff that I talk about. And a lot of this stuff is, it's the way I do things. It's just the way I do things. It doesn't make it right or wrong. But
yeah, Ralph's actually stayed up when we've got off the phone before figuring out how to do it something. And the next morning I have an email saying, "Hey, I figured it out." Hey, Terry, how you doing? Thanks for coming in.
It's like a challenge to me, It's like,
Ronald says, where would I get a 5 terabyte external hard drive?
I don't know if they make 5 terabyte or not. Check Newegg. Check Micro Center. I don't know if Micro Center will ship those or not. Micro Center is kind of odd. They will ship some things, but not other things. They won't ship CPUs and stuff like that. Amazon, of course.
Hey, Hunting. Hey, John. Hunting himself with J&J. Thanks for coming in.
And again, any of these places, websites, equipment that I talk about, I am in no way sponsored by any of these people. I don't get any endorsements from any of these people or anything. So, and I have used just about every type of piece of equipment there is around, from cheap stuff to expensive stuff and everything in between. So some things you can go cheap on, some things it's not worth going cheap on.
Oh, sorry to hear that, John. I mean, Terry.
Following's no fun.
So what I figure we'll do, let me do something real quick. Now, y'all can still ask any tech questions that you got.
Hurting your hip is no fun. I've had a hip replacement, so no fun. And I have fallen a couple times since I had it replaced. And scared me to death. Too fast and got dizzy. I've done that before. That's no fun either. So if you guys have suggestions for next month of something you'd like me to go over or talk about, please email either myself or Eddie, and we will check it out, whatever it may be. I started playing with StreamerBot a little bit this week. That's pretty cool. You can do some really neat stuff with it. You can do stuff like let your people in chat control your OBS.
What?
Yep.
Why would I want them controlling my OBS for?
Well, there's other things you can do with it too. There's a thing in Twitch, there's a thing called channel points.
Uh-huh.
And you can, by people being in chat and participating in chat, they get channel points. And you can set things up that they can redeem channel points. So
now that's a great idea.
And there's a system that you can use it in YouTube too. That's built. It's not built in, but there's it's something you can import into StreamerBot that will let you create these channel points. So there's a guy that I watch that does a live every Wednesday night at 7. Michael Fiera, not guy. He does OBS and all kinds of streaming. He's one of my go-to guys, and I learned a lot about OBS from him. So again, a lot of this knowledge that I learned from other people. It wasn't stuff that I was born with. But if I can learn it, anybody else can learn it. I'm no genius.
Hey, Jerry, how you doing?
He does it on his live session that he does every, I think it's Wednesday at 7. And he has stuff like he still has an old copy of Snapchat that still works where he can do the faces and stuff. So in his channel point system, you can type in like !nose and it will turn on his Snapchat face. It has his funny nose on it and stuff like that. So it's a way to get your chat audience to interact, because the more they interact in chat, the more channel points they get and the more funny things they can do. So, but and I think he uses StreamerBot for it too. He uses a lot of the same stuff that I use if I do lives. When I ever do lives, I haven't done live in a long time. But he uses Video Ninja. And his stuff is really good. But he talks about like all the different types of streaming software that's out there, like EVMux, Prism, Stream Elements. He uses OBS, but he talks about all these others. But in his live stream, he uses this. He also uses the video chat, the social stream chat. But he has, instead of it going up and down the side, he has it going horizontal across the bottom of the screen. So he's a really, really good one to look at. But he uses all this stuff in his, and people all the time during his chat. He has one where a car comes across and does a donut and takes off the other side. And people, he needs to work on that one a little bit. That one's a little bit loud because you can't hear him talking when it does it. But he's really good at working all this stuff into his live streams and stuff.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's called Streamer.bot.
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I haven't had time to look at it yet, but now it creates more interactivity or interaction. Yep. So,
and I haven't figured out this. I have it, but I haven't figured out how to use the channel point part of it in StreamerBot. You actually create the whole system within StreamerBot to do this on YouTube with, and I haven't. Like I said, I've got it. I put it in, and I was like, nope, I got to take this out because this is way too complicated for me right now. So I played around with it. I had made a Halloween scene where I had a witch fly across the screen and make a sound and then fly across the other way. And I actually had it working to where I could type in !witch and it would trigger it off and she would fly across the screen. And what's nice about StreamerBot also is you can test it with an unlisted live. You don't have to be live for you to be able to test it, which is one of the things that people really hate about all these chat bots and stuff, is to do really, most of them you can't test unless you're in an actual real live. But with StreamerBot, you can test it in an unlisted live. I know because I did it. But StreamerBot's pretty cool. I think it was mainly created for the Twitch community, but now it's working its way over into the YouTube community because there seems to be a lot more integration into Twitch than YouTube, but that's starting to change. But again, all these chat bots, again, there's lots of them out there. And again, use whichever one you like. And StreamerBot is a little different than the rest of them. The interface is a little different. And right now, a problem with StreamerBot is they just changed the interface. And I would say 9/10 of the tutorials that are out there on YouTube are for the old interface. And they are not the same. They look relatively similar, but the way you set up all your triggers and everything it's different than the old interface, I'll say. But anyway, you got me started talking about something again. But I think it's something really neat if you're interested in taking your interaction of your chat to the next level. And all of this stuff is just how far you want to take all your streaming and stuff. You don't Again, you don't have to use any of this stuff. You don't have to use OBS. You don't have to use any of this stuff. But the more the more you want to be able to do, and even in OBS, just base OBS is base. There's tons and tons and tons of plugins. What do I use for storage? I thought I answered that one already.
You did, but here's the thing. It is 8 o'clock right now, and I do believe that Phil and his question right there and his interactions right there being about tech and everything would be the best question of the night. And right here, he was talking about it there.
Oh, you were popping that up for another reason.
Yes, correct.
Sorry.
That is why I think that Phil is the winner tonight as far as the best tech question. What do you say, Ralph?
I will agree.
So, Phil, if you're still in chat, and then right there too, you're right, makes total sense because he was in on the tech conversation part of it and asked the best question of the night.
Yeah, I kind of went far with that, but
from what I think, so Phil,
what I have.
If you're still watching, you are tonight's winner of 1111 Code Red. Thanks for coming in. Of the best tech question. Therefore, you have won a prize. So we want to, and right there, Double Dogs Keeper says Peterson Farms in Nashville. Email me your address, please, at devildogskeeper@gmail.com. So what should we give him tonight, Ralph? It will be a Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph. This logo right here.
I don't know. What do you got? What do you got?
We have a bunch of stuff. We have an aluminum business card, but it won't have my stuff on it. It'll have the Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph. Oops, that's upside down. So we have the metal business card. We have a dog tag. We have a pen. We have a zipper bag. It'll have our Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph on it. You see Jamie makes these zipper bags as well. What else we got? Let's see. Pen. I don't know. Ask Jamie. We have a car coaster. Jamie, what else we got? Oh, we have a mug.
Do a mug. Do a mug.
All right. Phil Peterson.
That would be the non-Tech Talk version.
She has the new keychains too. I don't have a sample of the keychain. I don't think. But okay, Phil Peterson Farms in Nashville. We will send you a mug, a Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph mug. And Phil's probably not even here.
Haven't seen him come back in.
But I hope he gets this and watches it, so he sends her his email address. Or, I mean, his physical address. All right. That's for that. Now let's do a Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph 10. All right. Everybody left in here, do hashtag Tech Talk. And we'll give you a pen. Come on. Oh, wrong screen. Hashtag Tech Talk. And it won't be a Double Dog pen. It'll be a Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph pen. You spelled it wrong. That's Tack Talk, Gary. So there we go. We'll give it a few minutes. Got 3 entries. out of 16 people. So, guys, we thank everyone for coming in as well. We got about 26 minutes left. We'll open up the panel here after we do this. And just to let y'all know, if y'all do come up on panel at 8:30, we will do a raid to Belt Loop 29. And if you stay in here, I mean, I'll drop his link here in a little while. But if you stay in here, once my live goes off, it'll redirect you automatically over to Belt Loop 29's Chit Chat Chew the Fat with Belt Loop 29. That's what I like calling it. Yeah, I don't know if he has a name now, but whatever. I don't know why he did that. Let's see. We have 4 entries, 4 whole entries for a nobody wants a pen. Nobody wants a pen. Hashtag Tech Talk if you want a pen. 15 people in here, 4 entries. I'm fixing to do it. At 8:10, I'm going to do this. I'll give you 5 minutes. Hashtag Tech Talk. Let's see. Can we make this smaller? Let's see. What's that do? Nope, don't want to do that. I need to make a special one. Hold on. Edit. I'm going to edit this. Add item.
Dee says she's seeing 6.
There we go. I'm sorry?
Dee is saying she sees 6.
I see 5 now.
Okay.
Let's go there. Add item. Media slot. Slides, screenshots, and videos. Okay. That's fine. Nope. Mm-hmm. Oh, let's do this. What? There we go. I'm trying to get this. Save. Nope. Having it obscured. Trying to figure this out. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's move this here.
Whatever it is you're doing, we can't see it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What do you see?
I just see you.
Well, I'm working on it. Just give me a second. Okay, let's see. Save. Update layout. There we go. Now, what do you see?
I got all 3.
Okay, cool. There we go. See, now I can make the Tech Talk where they can see it little. And now I have 6 entries. I can see that. Y'all can't see it, but I can. But us bigger and where they can see the Tech Talk small. Hey, Web, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming in. If y'all want a Tech Talk pen, well, see, this is Devil Dog. This ain't Tech Talk, but we have visit me on YouTube at Devil Dog. Okay, see, it's a Devil Dog pen, but we'll have a Tech Talk pen. So if y'all want a Tech Talk pen, do hashtag Tech Talk. Got 7 people entered and 1 minute until I draw it. So enter hashtag Tech Talk real quick. And there's Jonesy. First ever Tech Talk merch. That's what Jamie said.
Guys are getting in on a first one and didn't even know you were getting in on something special. How about that?
And we got 9 entries now, and 8:09. 1 more minute, and I'm gonna hit the draw button. And D said those pens are awesome. And after I draw this, I will open up the panel for anybody to come up, talk, say whatever. Try to keep it positive. What else? And I got to run to the restroom, so there we go. 8:10. Here we go. Got 10 people, 16 people in here. 16 people in here. 10 entries. Here we go. Ronald, congratulations. All right, and I'm going to drop the link here, and then I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
Click, and Ralph can let anybody up. There we go. And we pin this. And this. There we go. It's pinned, and Ralph, I will be right back.
Yep, there went your mic again. But he can fix it when he gets back. Let's bring up Des, and let's bring up Jonesy.
Hey, hey, hey. How you going, Des?
Good. How are you doing?
How you going, Ralph?
Some more.
Yeah, I'm doing that 24 hours on the 12th with Ryan, who's somewhere in here in chat. We're doing it on my 60th birthday.
Oh, you can't be that old, Des.
Hey, my sister. Yep, you're celebrating the big 6-0.
All the cool people.
Hey, Jonesy.
Hey, D.
What's up, Gary?
So,
Who's mumbling?
I
how
sound
y'all doing tonight?
Oh, just Ducky. Love that voice, Gary.
I don't even know what it sounds like. So,
It doesn't sound like you. That's for sure.
I know. I want Gary's voice back.
Hey,
Yeah,
Ralph.
bring you back your voice, will you?
Yeah, D.
Yeah,
I got my Tahoe.
Hold on a second. She's got something important to talk about.
There's feedback
I
as
was just
well.
gonna say I've got my Casso camera, and I figured out how to get it turned on, but I can't figure out how to get it to focus. So I might.
Autofocus.
I don't even. I can't. I haven't figured out how to get that up yet. But I might. I'm gonna try to do it on my own. But I might send or give you a call later this week.
That's fine.
Is my voice messed up?
Yep.
Yep.
Is my voice messed up now?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why this is doing this.
Y'all know I couldn't stay off here, didn't you?
Could,
I
say
thought you was
what?
gonna be off.
I said, you know I couldn't stay off here.
No, not.
How you feeling, D?
Yes, how you feeling?
I'm feeling extremely tired. So I'm not sure how long I can last tonight. But, and I'm not going to knock myself out, but
No, don't.
I'm pretty good at the moment.
Okay. And did they tell you how long do you have to stay out of work for?
I'm not off work.
Girl.
I've got to go. If y'all don't know, before I go into this, my heart's in AFib. So I'm not supposed to exert. I'm not supposed to get all bent out of shape. I'm not supposed to lift. I'm not supposed to do anything. I knew something was wrong. I told Jamie and Eddie the other day when I'd come home, from work, I'd be asleep within 15 minutes after I got home from work. I just had no energy. And I was getting nauseated, sweats and all that kind of stuff. And yesterday I just couldn't even write at work. So I called and got an appointment. and she did an EKG, and as soon as first off, she listened to my heart. As soon as she listened to my heart, she says, "I'm gonna get an EKG on you." So she did an EKG, and it was bad. And she said, "I'm not bad enough to be put into the hospital," but she did put me on blood thinners and said I have to go to a cardiologist next week as soon as I can. So I'm
Do
just
you have that appointment set up?
Huh?
Do you have that appointment set up?
No, they got a hold of the doctor and they have to call me to tell me when to be there.
Okay.
So other than that, I'm okay. I'm just extremely tired.
Take care, D.
I will, thank you.
You know, you got a bunch of people that love you, girl.
Thank you, honey. Look at that baby.
No.
Hey, Charlie. Charlie, want a treat?
We got 2 babies. You're surrounded by the puppies right now, G.
Gracie, want a treat? Come here, Mickey.
That should keep you calm.
Yeah.
Come here, Mickey.
Well,
Fine,
Gracie,
stay over there.
Gracie just got a treat, and she's pregnant. She's over halfway along.
Wow.
She's due,
Or she
she's
can't
due
look.
November 29th, so she's got 25 days. And you can see how
She getting a pot belly.
when sure.
Her titty getting big.
Yep.
Did you see what Ryan wrote down? What Ryan wrote, Ralph Finetti?
Did you just fart?
Yes.
Did you just fart?
Yep. Nightbot, StreamerBot, they're both chat bots. And yeah, the user ID, yeah, they're just same idea, just different
Oh,
kickers.
I ain't got the strength to go get 50. Jeez.
Yeah, and StreamerBot does run on your PC, whereas Nightbot runs on the cloud, which means it just runs on a server somewhere on the internet.
I love you.
That-
But I
all
can't
y'all's
see.
babies are so pretty.
I can't see though.
That's,
Got your face on me. I can't see.
you're not supposed to see anybody but her.
That's it.
See?
He's going in for another haircut.
Where the camera was, you'd be all set. Put a treat on the camera, except she'll chew on the camera.
Oh, that might be good. Hold on. Let me see. I can tell her to leave it.
Let her eat your camera, though.
God, quit farting. Leave it. Look. Leave it. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Look. Hold on.
Jesus,
You
I'll
pretty much got that right, Jerry.
Look.
yeah. See, Gary's Nikki's
Yep.
been the same
Hold on a
way.
minute. I can't see what. Oh. Hold on a minute. Come here. Where'd you put it? Where'd you put? Oh.
This video has gone to the dogs.
Yeah.
Cherry, not yet. You need to come up here with Jewel. Then when you have it.
Yeah, see, now she's looking at it.
Join that group.
You see her. You see her. She's looking at it out the corner
Yeah.
of her eye.
I'd like to see Jewel sit on Jerry's lap.
My cousin, one of my cousins used to breed Great Danes.
What'd
Oh,
you
wow.
see?
Oh man, they were huge.
What'd you see up there?
Come on.
Where's it at? Gracie, where's the treat?
You know, I used to like Great Danes until I saw what. Well, I didn't exactly get to see it, but I heard the woman screaming in my backyard, not my backyard, but behind my house. What this Great Dane did to her, and I just nah.
Where's
I'm
the
good.
treat? Where's the treat? Where's the treat?
They're just so big.
See, she
My
won't
cousins,
get.
the first time I went over to her house, after they started breeding them, I had forgotten that they had them, and I went in and sat down on their couch, and giant dog comes running around the corner, and it's like right in my face. It's like standing, and I'm sitting on the couch. He's like right in my face, looking at me. I'm like,
I used to own 2 Great Danes, 2
and I'm
Highlanders.
used to big dogs. I grew up with German Shepherds, so I'm used to large dogs. And this thing was just massive.
Yeah, I used to have 2 black and white Great Danes.
So he wasn't being
I
mean.
loved them.
He
Look at
just-
her.
They're such gentle giants. They think they're lap dogs.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
See, she won't get that until I tell her to.
Yeah.
It's still on top of the camera.
It's like, this isn't right. This isn't normal. Like, what are you trying to pull out?
It's like, Dad, tell me, get it.
Get it.
And then
Yes,
look
get
at Nikki over there,
Get it.
all snuggled up
Get
underneath
it.
the chin and next on Gary.
You got it.
Yep.
She just,
Good job.
Nikki just wants love.
Yeah.
Charlie, he just all over the place.
You get it? Get it? All right, come on. Oh, you big girl. You big girl.
Oh, I hope it never goes down. I like my Nightbot. I like when you guys play with my Nightbot. You and Eddie.
That's the thing. When you use a cloud-based service, you're running on somebody else's servers somewhere else. And if they go out of business or they go down, which, believe me, these are run in data centers or leased in data centers that have backups and generators and stuff like that. But I've seen enough crazy stuff happen that there's always a chance, no matter how many backups you have or what you think is a redundant system. I have seen stuff like I was talking about earlier. We had a backhoe in New York one time to dig up one of our major communications lines and messed us up for quite a few hours. We actually got very lucky that night in the fact that we had just switched from an older set of communications lines to a newer set of communication lines, and the older lines were still there. We spent 6.5
I need
hours
the basement.
getting cables back. But again, you never know what can take you out as far as data goes.
Talk about cost of repair as well.
If you're using a cloud-based service for anything, StreamYard, Nightbot, Streamlabs, any of that stuff, something happens to that
Whoa.
center, you're offline, guys. But like I said, they do everything that they can, provide 24/7 by 365 service, and they don't take it lightly because they know.
Jerry looks different.
Let that full beard come in.
Gary's looking good. Look at that.
Hey, Jules.
Jewel, you're so darn pretty. I love that girl.
So do I.
Well, these are some of
I know.
these are some of Jamie's new stuff that I forgot about earlier. She brought it to me. This is a sublimated keychain.
I love those.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like
and
Mhm.
that's a sublimated keychain. And then this is a chapstick holder.
Oh, those
Now
two.
mine's sitting in the bottom of my cigarette pouch.
Those
That's a
right
chap.
there, those right there would be really cool for people that make their own chapstick to sell.
Also good for skiers.
Yeah.
They're out there, and also on boats when you're the wind and everything. The wind of the but I keep mine in the bottom of my cigarette pouch.
Looks like good for people who like owls.
Well, that is actually for somebody that likes owls, collects owls. So she made that for them.
I hate to ask you, Eddie, but how's my shirts coming?
I don't know.
That's not
You
his.
know,
I
have to
know.
ask. You have to ask the boss lady,
I know she's busy. I thought it was no hurry, no rush.
company owner.
I haven't even got a shirt yet. Hey Simon, what's up,
You
bro?
don't need one.
Hey, Simon.
Well,
Hey,
actually,
Simon.
Actually, I gotta finish making some. It's actually for work. For
Well, that didn't work, did it?
they just
Try that again.
There you go.
I like that.
Hey, can I ask Simon a question real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, Simon,
Yes, ma'am.
we have been wondering, is there a way that you can preserve meat by smoking it on a pellet grill?
A pellet grill.
Do you know?
I don't have a pellet grill. I never used one, but I know preserving meat by smoking it is a thing. But I think you have to use real wood.
I
But I'm
always
not
thought
100% about it.
Hey, Simon, I could be wrong, but I've always heard that when you preserve meat by smoking it, it's a cool smoke as opposed to a hot
Right.
smoke.
Right. Kind of like who does it? People up in Alaska when they do like salmon.
Yeah.
It's a cold smoked, and it's more like it ends up being like a jerky.
Well, we were wondering about doing some beef that we have in the freezer,
Mm-hmm.
just to get it out of the freezer. I mean, we've got a lot of meat in there, and I've been trying to find something or some other, the barbecue community, the smoking community that might be able to steer me in a direction.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you search YouTube, you'll be able to find a video on somebody that's done it or is good at doing it.
Yeah.
Because I've seen videos on it before, so I just couldn't remember who it was, what channel it was. It's been
Yeah.
years and years ago.
I just didn't know if you knew anything about it.
No, I'm a backyard cook.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
That's all.
Gary.
Yeah.
I've been working on the shop, man. Just a couple of days and we're ready to go.
Okay. Excellent. Why don't we plan on picking out my wood next Saturday?
Works from next Saturday is deer season opens. Rifle
All right,
Deer
season
we'll
opens.
have
season,
to
deer
do it on-
season open today here in Texas.
Yeah, it doesn't
Friday.
open until next Saturday for me. Rifle
Okay.
season, that is.
Yeah, rifle season opened here today.
And I have a 13 point that I'm looking at.
Well, how about Friday?
You can do
Well,
Friday, I guess.
Maybe
No.
Friday 12
Picking out the
noon.
wood at least.
Huh?
Picking out the wood at least. You're Eddie. If Eddie's around, Eddie pick his out.
No, Eddie can't pick his out first.
No, I said if Eddie's around, he can pick his out also.
Oh,
We can
All right.
do it. We can
Hers
pick out
out.
my wood anytime, Jerry. Before Belt Loop 29.
after Belt Loop 29.
Yeah, you're gonna have a belt loop and Eddie fight for who gets pick out first. You know what's gonna happen? Whatever you pick, Gary, Eddie's gonna want that one.
Well, he can't have it.
So I got multiples.
So this is a wood competition, is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a wood competition.
Everything's a competition with this guy up here.
I'm not that competitive.
Just
Just when it comes to Eddie.
Just when it comes to Eddie.
Neither one of you are. Love you both, but neither one of you are that competitive.
They're not, except for coming against each other.
I thought that was funny.
It was.
Dee, maybe we'll just have you pick your ears out first.
Okay.
Ryan says, "How's the diet going, Batman?"
Doing fine. I'm down about 25 pounds.
So you're weighing 205 right now, Gary?
About that.
About that, huh?
Yeah. It varies between 204 and 206.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Where you at, Ed?
I'm
We need a
here in,
scale video.
I'm here in my kennel.
No, I said, where are you at on your weight?
About where I was.
Oh,
Talking about kennels, I've got someone who wants to move into this kennel. I've got to move out.
Yeah, he's got to give up. He's giving up his room.
All right,
Wow.
guys, we got about 1 minute now, and Gary is going live. If you stay here after the show ends, it'll automatically redirect you over there. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Please email Ralph or myself for the topic Tech Talk of next week. If you have anything you want to discuss, or next month rather, I'm sorry. We do this Tech Talk on the first Saturday of every month. And want to appreciate everybody for being here. And until next time, Ralph, you need to make a outgoing for Tech Talk because I just got my devil dog win. So Semper Fi, I'll see y'all next week.
see.